Petra lived and worked in Munich. However, she had been in love with Barcelona for years. Petra dreamed of buying a small central apartment in the city, with a nice terrace and beautiful views. So when she was told in her work that she could work remotely, Petra didn't think twice. She knew it was her chance to fulfill a long-cherished dream. So she started looking for something within her budget. After a few days, she finally found what she was looking for: a small penthouse with a nice terrace and at a bargain price. The agent said that the seller was in a hurry to sell because he had some debts to pay off urgently. So, if she was interested, she had to buy it straight away, without a mortgage, because the seller was not willing to wait the 3 months on average it takes to process a mortgage. Although it seemed to her that both the agent and the seller smiled too much, she put those thoughts out of her mind and told herself that it must be cultural differences. Opportunities like that only happen once in a lifetime. And the agent told her that lots of people were interested. She would lose the apartment if she didn't buy it immediately. Petra had some savings, so she was able to buy without a mortgage. She didn't think twice, and within 2 weeks she was moving into her new house. She painted the walls in bright colors, bought furniture from IKEA, and filled the terrace with plants. For the first few months, she spent hours on her terrace taking care of the plants, sunbathing, organizing barbecues with friends, reading, meditating. Life was perfect until one day she received a letter from the town hall. The whole block had to be demolished. The worst thing was that the compensation she was offered was ridiculous, and it didn't even cover what she had invested. Suddenly, everything made sense. The rush to sell, the low price, the condition of not getting a mortgage, the agent and the seller smiling too much. She decided to sue the agency and the seller for fraud. They defended themselves by saying that in the sales contract that she had signed, there was a clause that said that she knew and accepted the physical, civil, and urban state of the property. This clause indeed appeared in the contract, but she alleged that it was a small mention within a long contract, full of legal content that she didn't fully understand, because it was in Spanish, and the agency and the seller acted in bad faith, creating a false climate of trust to make her believe that everything was right. Despite this, the court ruled against Petra, and she lost the lawsuit and a substantial amount of money. Urban encumbrances often go unnoticed even by lawyers. It's essential to check them to ensure that your property is not affected by any zoning change. Broadly speaking, we can say that there are 2 types of urban planning affectations. Number 1. The soft one is when the owners are not expelled within a deadline, but are simply not allowed to make works aimed at extending the life of the building. They can only make ornamental improvements, such as painting the walls and little else. In this way, the building deteriorates naturally until it's a ruin and has to be demolished. An example of this type of urban encumbrance is a building like this one in the neighbourhood of Gracia. When they were built, they left very narrow space for pedestrians. The city council now wants to provide more space for walking. So, when a building is demolished, any new building should leave more space of public use. This is the reason why we see sidewalks like this with different widths. The other type of urban encumbrance is the hard one, where people are kicked out of their homes, as in the case of this building in front of the Sagrada Familia. The city council wants to build a park so that visitors can admire the church from afar better. So all the owners of this building will be evicted with a compensation. I am Oscar Vaello, I'm a lawyer with Vaello Legal. Thank you for watching my video. If you found it interesting, please like and subscribe to my channel for updates and to help me to increase my viewers. If you have any questions, leave me a comment or write me an email. See you in the next video.